Hey, I'm Grumps. I'm not so Grump, and we're the GameGrumps.
Oh my god.
So on the last episode,
Wow.
I told Dan that I would teach him about this Japanese pickup artist guy. He's not Japanese,
Yeah,
he
he's
goes to
just
Japan.
in Japan.
And, hoo boy.
Wow. What a fucking, like, douchebag isn't, like, even remotely good enough a word. Like, okay, listen, like, we all know that, like, gender issues are a very, very touchy subject, especially on YouTube, and it's, so, like, we don't want to wade into any kind of, like, political discussion. However...
There's nothing political about this.
We can all agree that this dude, what's his name?
Julian Blanc.
B-A-L-A-N-C, is probably the biggest dick alive. With probably the smallest dick alive.
Yeah.
Which is an irony.
Yeah.
But yeah, he just apparently goes around Japan, fucking pushes women's heads down onto his crotch that he's never met, and they're like, no,
Yeah, and he's like, oh, you gotta say words like, Pikachu, that's all, that's all I know, and like, and when you look at other foreigners walking around Japan, it's like, they're doing it too, and
dude,
like...
They're not doing it too!
You're all ashamed, and like, you look at each other and you're like, oh man, whoa, it's like you fucked a hooker, like, it's
oh
like,
my
whoa,
God. And
whoa!
yeah, I guess he's part of like, this, he gives like seminars on dating advice, like as a part of this fucking piece of shit company.
It's great advice.
And yeah, awesome advice. And I don't know, listen, you ready for all the advice you'll ever need? Be a nice person.
Yeah.
Fucking be yourself and treat people the way you'd want to be treated. And you will find love and happiness.
Yeah. In any country.
Yeah, did that just fucking blow your mind? You don't need to say Pikachu.
And shove women's heads in your face.
Hey,
and uncomfortably grab them towards your mouth and go, beautiful.
I mean, that's disgusting. I hope he dies tonight.
Yeah, what an asshole.
Yeah. So, sorry. Enough of that, but wow. Wow!
Yeah.
Wow!
I told you, right?
Yeah, I'm a little bit stunned.
I told you straight away, I was like, this'll make you lose a little faith in
humanity.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like, you like to believe that, like, alright, some people like look to religion, some people look towards, their parents. Like, somewhere you have to get, like, morality, like somewhere like you perhaps just the conscience that you were born with for everyone who has a soul. It's just like, how do you just lack that shit?
Yeah.
Well, whatever, fuck him.
Yeah.
You're rolling up roses, which is really important. Nice fence.
Yeah, I got a fence too. It's really messing with the shape of my Katamari.
Is it fucking up your roll?
Dude, my roll is so fucked up right now.
Is it? Yeah.
Bro!
Is it slowing your roll?
I gotta work physics into my fucking rolling situation, bro. I gotta think about, like, the ins and outs of the fucking gravitational pull of the Earth.
Yeah, shocking.
Before I can do any shit. You ever wonder, like, yo, the Earth is spinning really fast, but we don't feel it.
I did wonder that, actually, at one point.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, fuck it. Well, the one thing that blew my mind about it was, like, what if something just happened where the Earth stopped? Would we immediately just, like, fly the fuck off?
No, I don't think so.
No?
It's the gravitational pull that's...
But I mean, isn't the gravitational pull as a result of that spinning?
No, it's because of the mass of the planet.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the spin that caused gravity.
No.
I don't know. I've been too busy pushing Japanese women's heads down onto my crotch to pay attention to learning.
Yeah. No, interesting thing about the rotation of planets.
Go on.
You know how, like, when you look up at the moon, you always see the same thing?
You mean the same side of the moon?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's because it is locked, and I forget what the term is for it, but, like, it's because it's been a satellite of Earth for so long, and it has inferior gravity that the gravitational pull is just like, done, you're not spinning anymore.
Really?
Now you're just looking straight at us.
Like it used to rotate, but like Earth's power like brought it to like not a halt because it still orbits with us. But that's crazy.
Yeah, it wiggles a little bit. Like you can look up like videos of like you know, time lapse of the moon over like a couple years, and you can see it like wiggle. But yeah, it's completely like the same side facing Earth all the time.
I used to think that there were 2 moons because, like, in calendars, sometimes it would say a new moon, and I was like, wow, a new moon. And my science teacher was like, you're an idiot.
Let me tell you actually the fact.
Yeah. I remember he explained it to me, but I forgot what it actually refers to.
What, the new moon?
New moon, yeah.
Oh, I don't know, probably some old ancient whatever, and they're like, oh, it's a giant donut in the sky that's blessing us with birds.
It might just mean every time there's a full moon. Like, it's like gone through its entire sequence of, like, you know, sliver to...
Oh, so it's a new moon cycle?
Yeah, that's probably what it
And they
means.
just took out the word cycle?
Yeah, don't quote us on that. We know literally nothing about this, obviously.
The other cool thing about the
Part
moon...
makes me a little barfy.
Does it? Sorry. He's barfy.
Are you controlling his head?
No, but I'm controlling the direction that the words are coming out of his mouth.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so...
Glug, glug.
Typical video game agency. You know,
Classic,
you know how
yeah.
it is.
Sorry, please continue.
The one thing I love about the moon is that we'll never ever see it in our lifetime, or maybe not even
The moon?
in
I actually just saw
humanity.
it yesterday.
I'm talking about the Rocha limit.
I don't know what that is.
It's my favorite science thing.
Fucking say it to my ears.
So like when one mass gets really close to another mass in space.
Let's say your dick and my dick.
Okay.
Just as an example, for argument's sake.
If there's like one that has a larger mass than the other,
My dick, go on.
then there is a Rocha limit where it's the distance at which
Sorry, when just you pulling that fish in was great. Like,
it's the distance at which the smaller celestial body will stop keeping its own mass, and it will break up from the sheer force of the gravity
whoa.
from the larger mass.
So going with my description from earlier, if I put my dick near your dick, the larger mass of my dick would cause your dick to explode into a million tiny dicks?
Yep.
Science is amazing!
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
And that is how rings are born.
I know!
Totally! So that's why Saturn has so many moons, because the ring is actually a bunch of other fucking moons that it had.
That, like, it broke down?
Yeah.
Because it's so giant?
Yeah.
That's fucking wild!
I know, right? It's pretty badass.
Holy shit.
So at some point in like a million zillion years, the moon is gonna turn into the Earth's ring.
Million zillion?
Yeah.
Earth is gonna have a ring?
Yeah. At some point. Unless something else comes by and sucks the moon out of the Earth's orbit.
That is weird to think about, isn't it? Just like, if like the universe were just a giant, like, I don't know, open aquarium of little marbles flying around, and like something literally could come in and just fuck up the Earth and knock it out of everything.
Yeah, totally. That could happen.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, it would take probably billions of years, but...
It's pretty slim, man. Like, there's a whole lot of not much out in the universe.
I mean, there's like theoretical models of like two galaxies colliding, and it's fucking rad to
Dude,
watch.
it had to have happened. I bet it's not rad to watch from the inside. But yeah, of course, it must happen all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, we can see, like, I think we have some view of, like, a couple galaxies that, like, are colliding right now.
Ooh.
So, I mean, if you look up, you just see, like, fucking two galaxies that are just, like, locked in fucking celestial combat.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
You ever seen the Pillars of Creation?
Yeah.
I don't know what those are, but those are amazing.
They're a nebula.
Which is?
Nebula's like, it's like stardust. They're like star creation, they're like star factories.
Oh, okay.
So they're making stars in them.
Like the way you're a garbage factory when you eat too much fucking Mexican food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a nebula is a lot of things. It could be the remnants of like a supernova, or like it could be the beginning of stars, you know? Like but I think it's cyclical. I don't know if that's completely accurate.
You know
but I
what?
think, like, you know, even if it's after a dying star, like, it'll create new stars. I'm not sure if that's accurate.
Yeah, I gotta read some books on this, because, like, this shit always blew my mind and was always extremely interesting to me, but like, I don't know. Whenever I had my choice of sciencey stuff to read, it always went in the direction of dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, because dinosaurs are fucking rad.
Yeah, and like it was always easier for me to get into like living creatures than like bodies of dust and gas, you know?
Well, because also like, it's at such a scale that we can't even comprehend it.
Right.
It's just like, oh, that thing up in the sky. Oh, it's a bright light. I can see that. And it's like, yeah, that's what is that? Like 2 million years ago?
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Like that? What you're seeing right there is 2 million years old.
Right. Yeah.
What is happening?
That's why. Oh, wowies. Oh, he's fishing.
I got caught.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's why. Even though it feels good that that people watch GameGrumps and Ninja Sex Party and Star Woman and all the shit we do, like, that's why it's pretty hard to get a big head about your YouTube show, you know? Like, and when YouTubers like are like, yeah, have you seen my subscriber count? I'm like, it doesn't fucking matter.
Have you looked up in the sky recently?
Seriously.
Have you seen the star count?
Do you have any idea how irrelevant everything we do is?
That's what, that's actually the one thing that keeps me centered is, the planet Venus. You can usually always look up in the sky and see Venus. It's like the brightest light in the sky.
It twinkles, right? Planets twinkle?
No, planets don't twinkle.
That's what it is. Sorry, yes. I know they're different.
So, but like, you can look up in the sky and you can see Venus and you're like, wow, it's a dot in the sky. And then you just like think about it, it's like, that is an entire world that is, I think, bigger than Earth.
Yeah. Significantly.
Completely uninhabited.
Yeah.
It's just there.
Whatever.
Totally there. Nobody's been there. Nobody that you know.
Yeah. No parties that you're invited to. Venus parties.
I mean, let's talk about Jupiterians for a second. Jovians, I think they're called.
They know how to rock.
They've been there.
Yeah.
But you'll never fucking.
But it's one of those things, you know, like, we're so much, like, obscenely larger than, like, I don't know, bacteria or amoebas, you know? Like, they could never possibly imagine, if they could think at all, like, how gigantic we are. So I guess it's all relative, you know? Like, I guess all things are sort of equal because, like, size is so, I don't know.
Dude, we used to think atoms were the smallest thing, and now we got quarks.
We got quarks,
and then we're gonna find out later that quarks are just a giant fucking universe all in themselves.
Yeah, I hope someone quotes me on my last sentence where I just kind of trailed off into nothingness. Like I had a good point in my head and then I forgot what it was. So it's like, you know, and that's the thing about stars, you know, like it's all relative, and
they're bright.
You know, they
sparkle,
right?
And
just like a lot of ellipses in there.
It's like life, man.
Dan Allen, 2014.
It's like life. Next time on GameGrumps.
Next time on GameGrumps.
Katamari Damacy.
We gotta get more sleep before we do these episodes.
Okay.
Fuck that pickup guy, though.